Hi there, my name's Rob Anderson. I have just completed making a video for you on this exact subject and it took 20 minutes. I want to get this down to 5 minutes if I can. And if you ever need to know more and look at it in more detail, well then, make an appointment with me and we'll do the 20 minutes to 4 hour version. So in my initial movie, I led you through the solutions of how to get to a profitable residual business that's going to earn you 20,000 rands a month with only 2 days of work a week. But as I say, it took me 20 minutes because I went through the process by physically searching for the ideas as I went. What I'm going to do instead is try and jump through there faster. Okay, so this website is where it starts. You want to buy a business today? This limited to 4 websites a month is a complete business that is going to cost you between, depending on discounts, let's go with 14,000 Rand, and you're going to earn 20,000 Rand a month from it in my sample case. Obviously there's no promises and it would involve a lot more research, but yeah, what we're looking at is I'll build you a residual business. You do not carry stock, you're selling other people's information. Done. Okay, what I look for is I look for a product or a solution that people are searching for that relieves them of an issue. Okay, I chose yeast infection because as I said, it took it a long way around. I went here to ClickBank, I went to Marketplace, I went down here and randomly picked health and fitness. Then I picked women's health and it opened on this page, which the top seller here was yeast infection. I then went, and sorry to go this fast, pause it and look again if you want. I went across to Google AdWords and I did yeast infection in here. Let me backpedal it. I set it to exact. I set it to only show ideas closely related to my search terms because I'm South African and a lot of my clients are from South Africa. I hit South Africa and I did search. Now it came up with yeast infection, came up locally. Let me click this to sort that locally. Locally came up to about my bad, double click is not good, let's do it just once. Came up to only about 1,500 searches. Now, in my opinion, for that much effort, and remember, if you're going to invest 14,000 Rand in a business, although these days it's a tiny sum, you can't get a good any second-hand car, in fact, that will run for that amount. So my comment is, you can buy a business for that. You don't have to go and open the shop doors and have staff and rentals and overheads. Your overheads, what you've paid me that 14,000, is quite simply just 2 days of your time a month, or 2 or 3 hours every second or third day. Okay, so if you're going to do that, why target such a low amount? So what I did was, and this is why it took longer in the other version, I decided target international, go for the dollars. I double clicked again, don't worry, it'll get sorted out, and I went down to symptoms of a yeast infection. It's only 8,100 exact searches a month, right? So now you're targeting one keyword out of a massive 250,000 searches a month, but you want to go for the money. So in fact, it might be the best option. You might want to better buy a keyword. Remember, I'm going to try and be quick on this, somebody looking up symptoms of a yeast infection, only half of those people probably have a yeast infection because they're starting to have itches and things they shouldn't have. Discomfort, let's go with that word, it's lovely. But they need to get a solution and they're checking to see, have I got the right symptoms? So you're going to be talking about symptoms of a yeast infection one hell of a lot on your website if you choose to target that. But remember, before I hit search, you could go for vaginal yeast infection, target 12,000, and it would involve a little bit of different search. I'm choosing this one and I will base my numbers on the fact that symptoms of a yeast infection isn't the strongest of buyer keywords. However, that tells me that I might have a stronger market. Okay, now we get down to, and it's proof, there's only 13 keywords. So you're going to have 13 major pages. The rest of them will be sub-pages or posts. But these pages, you're going to power them up so powerful that you will be number one for, have I done this here? Yes, I have. This machine is running. That's great. This your website will hinge on these 13 pages. Once you've done these pages, you will have sub-pages under the biggest ones, these 2 or 3, and after that you will be posts. Now, can't explain it all now. I'm trying to keep this under 5 minutes. I'm already there. So faster, Rob. Let's go. Now you want to see if I've done my research correctly. Now you've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,000 potential yeast infection sufferers pitching up at your website. Okay, I will have built it correctly. I would have set it up correctly to where when I hand it over to you, you would have supplied the content, or I would have, depends on how much more or less you want. That's negotiation in that 14,000 rand. Don't worry about that for now. Basically though, within 2 or 3 months you will be getting, let's go with a year, 6, 8 months, but to a year, you will be getting 8, 9, 10, 12,000 people to your website a month on a positive side. For that 12,000 you will be getting as high as 20% a return, 2,500 sales. So 20% of the people, 1 in every 5 will, half of them will have the infection, go with me on this, and a third or 40% of those will think, you know what, for 350 rands, I'm going to buy this. Right, your money was $32, 75%, I did it earlier, 192 rand. Your potential is a huge 460,000 rand if those numbers were positive. Let's go and do it in reality. In reality, back to this, you're still chasing 8, 9, 10, 12,000, my bad, 12,000, yeah, 2,000, but you're only getting 40% of the people to your website, right? And of those, you are still only selling a lower, much lower amount, times 2%. 240 sales of this book. Oh, by the way, it's this book. Yeast Infection No More. You've sent them to this site. They've pitched up. They've read through a ton of pages. Believe me, I scrolled through it earlier. There's stuff that keep them reading here until they've probably got a year older. 240 sales of this product at 192 rand earns you 46,000 rands. It's still a huge number. So you get where I'm going, why I said 20,000 is possible. So I think that would be on 1%. Let's go there again. So I have shown you how to work your website correctly, that you're getting 8, 9, 10, 11,000 visitors are seeing your page. Let me show you what that means. Look here, one of my sites. Sorry, I'm costing you time. My business ideas page gets 5,500 views. I'm only getting 9% click through. I'm presuming that you've chased an easier keyword. I've built it for you correctly. I've made you number 1 on that page. So 11,000 times, let's say, okay, let's say not 40%. Remember, I've just said 19, 25, 30. So times 25% of the people is only 2,750, and you're selling 2% of those, and that's at 192 rand. You're at only 10,000 rand a month. But remember, you're doing that from only 2 days of work a month. You could do 5 of these businesses a year. Now that cost you 14,000 rand each, but at the end of 5 of them you would be earning 50,000 rand a month, and then you'd be working 10 days, half your month you'd be working to earn. And remember, you know, I got to 10, I got to 400,000. It depends on how well you've optimized your site, what you've done above the fold, all part of my training. Now I'm on 8 minutes, 9 in fact, so let me hurry. On that same page, sorry, let's go back to here. Here we go. Symptoms of yeast infection in the States is easy. They're telling me that I can be on page 1 for that keyword within 3 or 4 weeks. Within 3 months, I'm telling you that I can be on page 1 for all of those 13 keywords. And by then, give me 6 months, and this one will be number 1, and you will be getting 40% of your 8,100. In fact, if I've done it right, you will be number 1, number 2, number 4, number 5, number 7 on that keyword, and you will be drawing in the huge lion's share of those people. So I would go so far as to say, out of 10,000 people, I will bring them to the site. You will get that, see it, you will get your 40%, and you will get at least 1% at 192 rand, minimum of 7,600, pretty much guaranteed. but that's big talk. There's no guarantees really. Okay, quickly, if you go back here, another option down here I looked at in my longer version was Fit Yummy Mummy, which was this one. Totally different keyword. You don't have to talk about any yeast infections and vaginal things. If you don't want to, you can talk about how to get rid of, when you've had a baby, that problem. It is unfortunately a fact of life. I suspect that not quite the same lady, but that's how they do their marketing. And now you promote Fit Yummy Mummy, and you pick keywords to do with baby fat removal, get rid of baby fat, blah, 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 and I would show you how to build it for that. Totally different market, shows you how easy it is. Same price, same profit. Fit Yummy Mummy is also $32 and you will earn 75%. Job done. Here's what you do. You pitch up back here, you click on the Buy Business Today, or easier still, you find the contact me here and you say, Rob, where do I pay the deposit? And we start to do it slowly. By the way, I might have rushed through this in 11 or 12 minutes. I definitely don't rush normally. I like to talk so much so that in the end you try and run away. But at least you're learning and get everything told to you 10 times. It's important to me that you do know and understand what you're getting. Probably you're going to find this video I'm producing right now here on the site. So you will be right where you could get this free report. Pay attention, small business opportunities with hyphen if you weren't there. Otherwise you can go to robertbruceanderson.com. It's my personal whatever kind of website you want to call it, but my website design site I started a few weeks ago. Here's a banner, and if it's not here it'll change to this ebook where you can get a report that tells you in detail what I do to your website and why, but it's so much detail so that if you do not have even R1,000 to pay me for even the skinny website, well, you can go off and try and do it yourself. I totally don't recommend it, insofar as that for the last 2 years I've been training people on hour by hour how to do all the building themselves, and most of them get confused, never need to learn all of it again. Once the website's built, it's built. But they're going through hours and hours and weeks of angst and hassle trying to choose a theme, and what was it with the plugging again, Rob, and why do I have to do meta tags on the title? And I'll do that all for you. This is the price list. Click and download, get the price list. Have a look at the other options I've got. I do have cheaper versions. The reason I don't recommend a cheap version is for only R1,900 you're basically getting a common website, the kind you would get from these other people that for R8,000 or 2,000 or whatever. They give you a shell of a website, but it looks like a website. Hey, like this one you're on. In fact, my R1,900 website will be more than this. You definitely don't get as few pages. I think you get 10 or something for my 1.9. And personally, it's not doing anything for you yet. You need to double or triple it before it starts to actually work. So get my point is that you need to perhaps go slightly bigger. My yeast infection version wasn't actually that scary. Remember, you only needed 13 pages. So do the research. See if there's a 13-page option in here, plus the 5 that you get, which is your about me, contact me, so 13, 14, 15, 16. You need to find a 20-page website in here that might not, believe it or not, be 14,000. And yeah, tell me, Rob, quick, I want to do that yeast infection one. Okay, done. 13.5 minutes, my bad. I'm still near to the 20 minutes. I'm not that far away, and I really wanted to rush through this one. All I can tell you is, you're interested in finding a residual business, one that frees you from all sorts of potential things, and it gives you freedom to do what you like with your life. Learn to live and love life. Do this. Spend the time. If you're skeptical, hey, pitch up here, pay me. First hour will be free. Pay me for 2 more hours. In 3 hours, if I haven't shown you there's proof online that this works, then you need to stay in your day job. So it's not to pick on you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'm going to put this up onto YouTube and then put it back onto Facebook and my own website. And I hope that you do some business for yourself in the future and succeed. Thank you. Bye-bye.